Joining us now on the Shining Wizards hotline, straight from the car in Canada, Impact's only, or Impact's one and only. Sorry, I was just telling the shit story, Ethan. The one and only Ethan Page. How are you, sir?
The what story?
I was telling the story how I shit my pants yesterday.
Oh, nice.
All right, so I mean, it's the perfect transition, I guess. Do you have a story similar to Matt just telling the world that he sharted his pants yesterday?
Yeah, I once used to sell water softeners door to door, and I ate some bad food. And during the sale, I asked the guy if I could use his bathroom, and I clogged it. It overflowed. The water flew out of the bathroom into the next room. I packed up my stuff and I left.
That's amazing.
Already my favorite guest of all time.
Right from go, you just triumph my shit story. I can appreciate it, though. How are you tonight, Ethan?
Better than that day.
Clearly. Well, I mean, now you're on the podcast, so I mean...
That's a toss-up.
Yeah, you could go either way.
We'll see. I can collect this toilet, too, I'm sure.
So we tried to set this up for a couple weeks. You're on your way to do something for Impact, right? Some kind of taping?
Yeah.
Is it that?
Do, at least every week, or we try to do it every week. It's like a live Twitch show where we watch old Impact and kind of essentially like we crap all over it. So it kind of fits in the beginning of this podcast.
Yes.
Like usually Josh Alexander's with me, and then we'll have like some other guests. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like, we're wrestlers, so we like wrestling. It's easy to watch wrestling and talk about it, and we get paid to do it, so there's no complaints out of me.
Yeah, I saw the clip of you guys when you watched the one where the midget had the gun.
Yeah,
and your reactions were priceless. Were you fans of Impact growing up, or is this like the first time you're seeing some of this stuff?
This is the first time I'm seeing a lot of it just because of my age. Like, when I got into Impact, is pretty much when the weekly pay-per-views were done. They were already out of Fox Sports, so they were pretty much like lining up with Spike TV, and like when Kurt Angle and Christian were coming in. That's when I really dove into TNA.
So let me ask you this: amongst the people on the roster now, do you guys still feel that there's that lineage from those days? Does it still feel like the same company to you, or is Impact on Pursuit or on Pop, whatever it might be, is this like a whole new era for you guys?
I think it is a whole new era. Like, I personally try and hold on to the days of the past just because of nostalgia. And I want to be part of that history because like it is pretty rich, and like there's a lot of guys that have come to the company that have really left a mark in professional wrestling. So to be able to like add my name to that would be awesome. Or like next week we're wrestling for the tag titles. If we win the tag titles, like I want my name to be in that list of guys like, you know, Motor City Machine Guns, the Dudleys, Young Bucks, or Generation B, or whatever they were called. But like I would like the North to be a part of that. And, yeah, like I don't know. I still call it TNA every once in a while.
Right. I think we all do, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I think that there's value to it. I just think that there's like a bad stigma because of the poor decisions that previous management has made. But I know they're trying to right their wrongs now, and I'm one of the people that's happy to wave the Impact flag.
Right, and if you think about it, if you do consider this the same company as, you know, was on Spike and as was on Fox Sports, it's a tremendous feat to still be around, and to be on that map somewhere has got to mean a lot to you and a bunch of the guys and girls that are in that locker room.
Oh, and it definitely does, and we work our asses off just because we don't want to be the worst era of this company.
Trust me, you're not.
That's good, thanks.
And for those listening, Impact Plus Playback is tonight at 8 o'clock on Twitch, twitch.tv/Impact Wrestling. Ethan Page, Josh Alexander, and a special guest. Do you know who the special guest is, or are you just going to show up and there's a special guest?
No. It's independent wrestler Jody Threat. We just keep them as a surprise because we figure they're not really quote-unquote selling points. People just know that it's going to be me and my friends trashing old episodes or pay-per-views. So Yeah, and like we're always popping for all the crazy stuff, and if matches are good, we're happy to talk about it. And yeah, it's just a good time.
Do you guys pick what you get to watch, or is it just kind of random? You just show up and they're like, "Here you go."
Oh no! We get to pick. Like someone tipped me off that there's an episode with a midget and a gun, and I just jumped to that right away. Last week we chose to watch the very first because it was literally the to the day 17-year anniversary of that weekly pay-per-view. So watch the first one of that, and then the week before, I think we picked something because I really wanted to see Sonny Siaki, and I think I wanted to see what the heck was it? Oh, the Crimson Dragon, who is Chris Hamrick under a mask, and he's just like the craziest wrestler ever. So yeah, check it out.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I know Sonny Siaki, obviously, but I don't remember the Crimson Dragon.
Yeah, he only had 2 matches, but I'm trying to bring it back. Like, this is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time.
I'm gonna have to YouTube the fuck out of that.
Oh, Chris Hamrick, super underrated.
Chris Hamrick, I know, obviously, yeah.
And like takes crazy like falls all over the place, and he does it in a mask, which is even better.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. I felt when ECW folded, I'm like, damn, I don't no Easy Money, no Chris Hamrick, like.
Oh no, we don't talk about Easy Money. I hate that guy.
All right.
Now we're breaking news.
There's a story there.
Maybe not.
Fuck him. Easy Money, right?
Yeah. Scum of the earth. He owes me. He either owes me $400 or 3 pairs of gear that will no longer fit because I ordered them when I was 19 years old.
Ah, that's right. I forgot he was in. I remember. I used to go to his gear site. Actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's not called a site. It's called a scam.
Oh, okay. The gear scam. That's right.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
All right. Well,
that's a free plug for Easy Money.
No.
Gearscam.com.
Fuck you, Easy Money. You jerk off.
Yeah, what a fuck.
Yeah, thank you.
How dare you take money from the all ego Ethan Page? How rude. This
but he said the all ego.
Should I not have said the?
I don't know. It's a little assertive.
It is.
I could be aggressive sometimes. I feel like I'm on your side though. Like if I got to shake down Easy Money.
We can add Easy Money.
Go get me some Easy Money. That's what I need.
Look, I'll find them. I'll shake them down.
Oh boy.
Look, Matt's been calling out Bobby Lashley for like a year now.
Yeah, he keeps dodging me, and then he went into the WWE, and now he wants nothing to do with me.
Oh, we don't talk about him because he's not with us anymore.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
Imagine every name we brought up, Ethan Page is like, no, we don't talk about him.
Yeah, we don't talk about him anymore.
Hornswoggle? No, we don't talk about
Jeff
Hornswoggle.
Jarrett? No.
Oh, you got any gold? Did you get any gold from Jeff Jarrett when you did the Chandler Park thing?
Any gold? What do you mean?
Didn't he do the Ponzi scheme with the gold bars?
No, I've never heard this.
Matt,
Really?
we don't talk about Jeff Jarrett.
Oh. Well, I can't talk about anything. I'm done.
We can talk about Alpha One Wrestling.
All right, let's talk about Alpha One Wrestling.
There it is.
You're more than welcome to talk about that.
So you got a couple big events coming up. Talk about your involvement with Alpha One Wrestling up in the Great White North there, pal.
My involvement. I do everything.
Are you the promoter?
Yeah, I pretty much do everything.
There you go.
Is that a, even if you're not and you're just fucking around, is that a side of the business that you're interested in learning about or honing your craft? So we've seen you in the ring and we know you are a very well-rounded wrestler. Is the backstage stuff something you'd be interested in learning and pursuing later on in your career?
Oh yeah, like I'll do it tomorrow. Like if you're telling me I don't have to fall and I'm gonna make the same amount of money, I don't care. Sign me up.
There you go.
I mean, I don't blame you. Shit, you were you were heavily featured in the Viceland documentaries, and they go over your feud with Darby Allin. Just walk us when you go back and you watch that stuff, and you see like the risks that you guys take, especially with like Darby getting hit with the shovel and his elbow like exploding. Like, is that always in the back of your mind? Like, I mean, I know like driving a car is dangerous, flying is dangerous, walking down the street is dangerous, but you guys are literally putting like you're risking it all in the ring every night. Is that something that is always in the back of your mind, or is this just like you're going through the motions? This is your job, this is your career. You don't really think about it.
It's always in the back of my mind until I walk through the curtain, and then it's like, yeah, it's time to just go to work. But yeah, it's something that I constantly think about. I know a lot of people are very carefree, and I'm sure once they have a child, it'll change their mind. But I used to be that person too. But yeah, now I definitely worry about it all the time. But even like when I watch that thing back, they sat on the footage for so long. But everything I felt while it was being filmed, I still feel now. Like I don't think we should have done the second match in New York. I think we should have ended it in Orlando when he jumped off the ladder and splashed me through the table. That should have been like the culmination of the entire thing. We could have done anything else to build me up to just lose to Zack Sabre Jr. anyways. Like it wasn't a big deal. Yeah, like I never wanted to use the shovel. It was the whole thing just pisses me off.
And just
they also cut out a lot of me disagreeing with Gabe, which I thought was a little silly.
Right, and just to kind of piggyback on that question, you mentioned it yourself that so much time they sat on this footage for so long. When you look back and when you watch this, and you see yourself in a different place, in a different time in your career, do any feelings regenerate? Do any personal issues regenerate, or do you look at yourself and take yourself back into that time where you were, or do you just kind of like, that was then, I'm doing this now?
Yeah, that was then. I'm doing this now. Like, I could care less. It's cool to see how all the guys pretty much ended up somewhere else. Like, the entire locker room is not there anymore. There's maybe one or two people, but yeah. I mean, it is weird that they held onto the footage because it's not really relevant to like where we are now in pro wrestling. But I mean, it was still cool to see. I'm glad Austin Theory got featured. I'm glad Darby Allin got featured. And Fred Yehi. They're all great wrestlers. So it did its part.
Yeah, and it seems like, and I'm not shitting on the show because I actually really enjoy it. But like you look at all the other episodes, like Mia Yim and like the MLW with like Swerve, even like Dark Side of the Ring with like Swerve is now here and Mia Yim is now there, and you guys are now here. It is interesting to see and to try to digest how long it's been and how much time has actually passed since these things were actually filmed.
Yeah, and like they're very well done too. And I'm sure they could have been edited. Like I saw that episode a year ago. So even then, like I've already seen it, and then they still waited. So like it was finished, and they just sat on it. It's probably strategic. They were probably waiting for the Dark Side of the Ring stuff to finish, and who knows what was coming out in the years before to make them want to wait. But they did. It came out. It's good.
It's very good. And we're on the line with All Ego Ethan Page at Official Ego on Twitter. And you're very vocal on your social media. And a really hot topic lately is this this independent versus this signed contract thing. I don't know where it got started or what the genesis is of it. But where do you weigh in on this? And what's the big to-do? I understand that Killer Cross did an interview where he kind of like threw Impact under the bus and said Scarlett's signed, but she still lives at home with her mom and she has a day job. Can you shed some light on your perspective of the situation?
Okay, so let's say whatever contract that they offered Scarlett was whatever amount of money and whatever the agreement was. Looking at it, she should have known that she's still going to have a day job and she's not going to make enough money to move out. But she still decided to sign it. Time goes by. She starts getting popular, and now she feels like she's worth more, which she probably is. But she's in a contract that she no longer likes, but she still agreed to it. You can only ask for more, and if they say no, it's like, really, that's it. Like, she did end up getting her release, but, I mean, if we're just, like, talking about what like my opinion is, I just think like if we're okay enough to sign something and to agree to a certain amount of time, we should be okay enough to honor it, even if we don't agree with it anymore. And like to say you know, I still have to have a job and I still live at home. It's like, I know what Scarlett makes. I probably make close to the same, possibly less, maybe a little bit more. I'm able to feed my family. Like, I have a child, I have a wife. My wife doesn't work. Like, I only do professional wrestling, and I have the same job as her. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just what you make, what you're offered, and what you've been given. And, like, I've personally asked for a raise as well, but I'm not going to discuss it publicly. It's just not who I am. Whether they agree to it or whether they don't agree to it, that's between me and Impact, and I feel like that's the way business should be done.
Absolutely. And it's not like you are, like, Impact is, you are exclusive to them. You're, as we mentioned, Alpha One. You're doing Border Town this weekend. I mean, you're all over the independent scene, so it's not like they have you tied up. And I guess it's just a case where, even in the case where you're unhappy with your contract situation, there's tons of opportunity out there. You just have to go out and get it. And yes, the traveling is a pain in the ass, the 10-hour car rides and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, no one held a gun to your head to be a pro wrestler. You know, like, that's the decision you made. So you might as well go balls out, which is what it seems like you're doing.
And that's the thing is, like, at the end of the day, our job is so ridiculous. And the fact that we can even make a living doing what we do is just funny to me. And with an opportunity for every person that ever laces a pair of boots to make $1 million, that's just how it is. Like, you could dumb luck fall into $1 million, or by God-given talent and skill, you could fall into $1 million, or like me, you just chip away at it and make yourself as relevant as possible by any means necessary. And maybe one day I'll have $1 million, but that's everyone's like they have that chance. And it's one of the only jobs in the world that has that chance where you could go from broke to $1 million pretty much overnight. And I think that's why we're all chasing, is to get to that, whatever goal it is that we want. So, like, yeah, a lot of us are going to be eating shit in not the best contracts or situations, but it's all to hopefully get to where we want to be. And I think people just have unrealistic expectations of what they're being given.
And it seems like today, I'm not saying the opportunity is there for everyone to make as much money as you're kind of alluding to, but the chances are there for you to earn your way to that pay level. Am I wrong on that? Like, the chances are there now more than ever for someone to get the potential to make that kind of money.
Well, just in WWE alone, more people are signed to that company than ever before. Like, you're talking about hundreds of people, whereas before they might have had just 100 people. And even when they had 100 people, they were looked at as like, wow, that's a lot. And now it's in the hundreds. So, like, there's opportunity there. And with Impact, like, our roster grows. It seems like every taping we're adding people to it. So, like, the chances are there and the contracts are there and the opportunity is there. It's what you're willing to do with it. And, like, I never, like, I always got the advice that it's always better to have multiple streams of income instead of just one. So, like, when I signed with Impact, I wasn't just looking at what they offered as the only income. I looked at the opportunity of growing my brand and like branching out and picking up bookings on my own and being my own agent. And I just look at Ethan Page as a business instead of just a wrestler.
Now, you talked about signing with Impact, and obviously this reincarnation of you and Josh Alexander as the North. This isn't your first trip there. I mentioned Chandler Park before, and it maybe didn't suit you best, but being with Abyss, how valuable was that just from a learning standpoint under his learning tree?
It was cool. Like, I wish, I selfishly wish we got to do more. There was more that was planned out that we were supposed to do. We were actually supposed to stay together until Bound for Glory, I believe, but it just didn't end up working out that way because of the visa situation. We had to wait a little bit longer, and then by the time I ended up getting my visa, so much time had passed that the character pretty much died out. And realistically, like, we only filmed, I think, 1 or 2 days with Chandler Park and Abyss, and it just played out for so long with the vignettes and stuff that it ends up being like over a month of TV, but I only got to work with Abyss for like a day or two.
Huh, that's interesting. We went to an Impact taping once in the city, and and it seemed like it went on forever. And then it makes sense now that you say like it was a day or two, but the way they strung it out on TV, I would have thought you spent a lot more time with Abyss.
Yeah, and like now they've changed the format. Like I don't know when you went to the TV taping. Recently, they've just been running them like independent wrestling shows. Like there's a beginning, middle, and end, and no one's really wrestling twice, which is great. It saves our bodies, and we just have the second match on the second day of tapings. It's flowed a lot nicer, and yeah, you should try them again.
Oh, absolutely. Any chance we get to go to a wrestling event, it's a bonus for us. Your relationship with your tag team partner, Josh Alexander, how much you impacted an amazing like mini documentary about him and your involvement in getting him back into wrestling and into Impact. I mean, how much does it mean to you that you get to do all this amazing stuff with someone who might as well be your brother?
Oh, it's great. And like, especially for me to flounder, like we had the Chandler Park thing that kind of fell through. Then they put me with Matt Sydal, and that was like an abysmal nightmare, and he's the worst person to work with. So I'm glad that was over. And then like now I found my footing. Like they put me in a bunch of X Division matches because they didn't really know what to do with me. And after that, they brought in my tag partner, and here we are. And I feel like this is a natural fit. It feels good. It's the best run I've had with the company. And like I said, like I've had to restart pretty much 3 times. So it's good to be able to have my best friend, and it's good to actually have something that I could be proud of in the company and that I'm actually mentally and physically invested in.
So just to switch gears back to Alpha One Pro Wrestling, you have an event coming up, I believe, Sunday the 30th called the Other Side. Is that right?
Yeah, it's this Sunday.
This Sunday, and I'm looking. I just got to the website, just loaded. I'm looking. Wow, this is one hell of a lineup you guys got going on here. Like,
yeah, it's pretty stacked.
And it's on independent TV. Was it independentwrestling.tv? Is that?
Yeah, so it'll be available on VOD once we get it edited, but we don't live stream. We tried it for a bit, but the quality was low. So once we can upgrade our equipment, we'll be going back to live streaming. But within 4 to 5 days, the shows are always available, video on demand on iwtv.live.
This is pretty wild. I know. Colt is kind of down and out right now, so I don't know what his status is. But Jeff Cobb, Trey Miguel, TJP, Pat Buck is on the show, and Swoggle.
Yeah, Pat Buck, Hornswoggle, and I got a text from Cabana today saying he should be good to go, and he's excited to actually get in the ring, so he will be there either way.
Beautiful. That's cool, man. Like what is the inspiration behind actually we kind of touched on it earlier about wanting to get behind the scenes, but clearly you already said that you pretty much run the show here. What's that like, promoter versus wrestler?
I feel like with promoting, it's a bigger creative outlet than the wrestling. It's a different workload, it's a different stress, it's a different mindset. You're thinking of the entire show, not just yourself. And it's made me respect wrestling in a way that I feel a lot of guys don't. I think there should be a mandatory rule that every wrestler should have to run 3 wrestling shows just so that they actually respect the work that goes into putting on the events for them to have their 15-minute WrestleMania fest out there. And people don't understand how much actually goes on behind the scenes just for them to be able to lace up their boots and act like jackasses in the locker room.
Did you ever kind of think of maybe laying some of the responsibility, and maybe you do for all I know, laying some of the booking responsibility on somebody else, and you just handle the business aspect of it, or are you all hands on deck yourself? You do it all.
All hands on deck myself. The creative part is the only enjoyment I actually get of running the show. So for me to go through all of the headaches, spending all that money, to not be able to decide what happens in the ring with the characters on my show is. It would be a waste of my time. I'm like a weirdo when it comes to the stories and continuation of things. I'm very, 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 very much a stickler for making sure things make sense from the first day we've ever run a show until now. Everything is connected, and we don't just rewrite history. The way it happened is the way it happened, and it affects everything moving forward. I don't know. I just feel like that's the way wrestling should be. because things should make sense and things should matter. And like when people win our titles, the crowd will always react because we actually respect them. And yeah, like we work really hard to make everything feel special.
And let me ask you about that, because back in the day, like when I was going to like independent shows back in like the 90s and stuff like that, I mean, you would have them record for like VHS release or whatever, but for the most part, independent shows stood alone as an independent show, and there was no continuity between monthly shows, this and that. Now, I guess with the advent of social media and how easy accessible all these independent shows are, did you notice the blow up in continuity between show to show to show?
Not really, and I don't think it's where you think it is. I think that people are very like flippant, like they'll just be like, whatever. Like I'm the complete opposite. When like shit hits the fan and I need to find a way to fix it, my biggest focus is knowing where I need to end up and making sure, like, yeah, we might divert on a different path, but we need to end up in the same spot because that's what we've been building towards. And like, I never want to lose sight of that. And a lot of companies do, like, they'll just be like, hey, he can't come to the show, so I'm just scrapping the whole thing and we're just going to make something else up. Whereas I refuse to do that.
So that still happens, I guess, because like, all the shows that I go to, it's like there's a story in place. Like you said, this is where we need to be, and I feel like more shows than not do that. But you're saying that that's not necessarily the case.
Yeah, not really. Like I feel like everyone's very passive now because independent wrestling is doing pretty well. Everyone's just enjoying the boom, and they're not really stressing out, or like they don't really care about the detail too much, which is like, I don't know, it's upsetting to a guy like me that, like, I care more about the storytelling and the character development than anything else. So if I'm used properly, that's usually where I'll shine, is in a storyline instead of just showing up to wrestle. That's just who I am.
Gotcha. I was way off.
Is it difficult being in an industry where a bunch of grown men continually act like children? This whole Will Ospreay, Seth Rollins thing on Twitter is either a really good work.
It's a work, bro.
Or they're really just a bunch of fucking tools.
Well, like, I don't want, like, okay, the only thing I'm going to say about it is because, like, I have a lot of respect for those guys. They're very talented at what they do. I just don't think it's a work because, one, does it get paid off? Like, is one of them jumping ship? No. I just think that Rollins is in a position where, like, his company gets shit on constantly, and he's not feeling like the people at the place are appreciated for what they do, which they do a lot. Like he was saying, WWE runs 500-plus live events a year. Those guys are missing time with their families 24/7. They're dedicated to making sure that they're in shape. And then there's people on Twitter just shitting on everything that they're doing, and it's like they're literally investing their lives into entertaining these people that support WWE. So I don't know, just let them do their thing and appreciate the amount of work that they do. But I mean, people are going to argue. I don't know.
Again, without getting too personal and trying to get into these guys' heads, but what in your mind, what would make guys who work in the same industry, I mean, and they're both extremely successful in their own rights, what would make them what would cause them to act, like Matt said, for lack of a better term, children in this sense?
Attention.
But they're like, you know what I mean? Like they're already on their respective biggest stages in the world. Will Ospreay is arguably one of the biggest stars in New Japan. Seth Rollins is arguably.
But social media is like a drug. Like you need another shot in the veins. You're gonna tweet something out that's gonna get a lot of buzz, and all of a sudden your phone is in your hand and it's constantly vibrating. It's a good feeling. It's really fucked up, like the way it affects your mental state. I don't know. It's like a weird addiction for people that are in the entertainment world or that pretty much love attention. And like I've been faulted for it. I know lots of people do it. It's just the way the world is, and it's the way wrestling is. And it's very, like, I've sent more screenshots of tweets that I didn't send than I actually do send, just because, like, I see something and I know for a fact this would explode on Twitter, and I'll always screenshot it and send it to a friend to be like, hey, you think this will get me in trouble? 9 times out of 10 they say yes, and I just don't hit send. So I'm sitting on a lot of gold in my draft, but yeah, that's just the nature of the beast right now. And like Ospreay saw an opportunity to kind of take a shot back and say, "Nah, I'm the best." And I think it just escalated in a way that it probably shouldn't have. But again, I'm not either of those guys. I'm not as successful as either of those guys. So for me to comment on it, other than like what I made a joke today on Twitter, like comparing pro wrestlers to like birthday clowns. Like I wonder if there's like a circuit, like a clown circuit on Twitter, and they're like, "Hey, I got 5-star on my Yelp review," and the other guy's like, "Yeah, I make more money." And it's just like, okay.
I saw that the birthday clown circuit.
I just think like everyone should just focus on themselves. Like I just think their tweets were just friendly competition that
Right.
escalated a little bit too far. That's it.
Yeah.
And like you're also dealing with in not just them. This is not just them. So don't twist my words, dirt sheets. But wrestling is like just all egos. Literally every person in wrestling has an ego.
Right.
Any one of us that feels like we're special enough to for someone to pay attention to us in our underwear for like the minimum of whatever 10 minutes, it's like we have some kind of ego that we think that we're good enough for that or special enough for that.
Yeah, and that's definitely relatable in all sorts of careers and activities and hobbies and professions. All right, so I ask whenever we have a guest from Canada on, I always kind of ask this question because I'm a diehard hockey fan, and I feel like it's law that in Canada you have to be a hockey fan. Are you a fan of the NHL?
Send me to jail then.
What's that?
Send me to jail then.
Oh, not a hockey guy.
Nah, I couldn't give a shit about any sports.
Kevin's gonna cry.
I am gonna cry, but it's all right.
Any sports? No sports?
Yeah, like everyone was so excited that the Raptors won, and I was just like, "Oh, cool! They haven't done it before," and everyone's like, "No, it was the first time ever." Like, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't care.
That's just annoying.
Like, do you know what issue number 3 of the Amazing Spider-Man was? No. All right, so that's my stupid shit that I waste my time with. Like, that's you guys choose to wear other people's jerseys. I choose to wear Spider-Man T-shirts. That's the same shit.
Do you know what issue number 3 of Amazing Spider-Man is?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought it would have been cool. I was just asking. I don't know.
You didn't want to go out and flip over cars when you found out, though, did you?
No.
Fair enough.
Or start shooting up the fucking celebration parade in Toronto.
Why would you shoot at Spider-Man?
No.
That
I'm
happens.
like very far from Toronto too. Like it's gonna take me. That's why we're on the phone right now. I was like, this is the perfect time. I got to kill a solid 30 to 40 minutes driving out here.
Beautiful.
So what's the weather
Yeah,
like
worked
up
out
there?
there. What's the weather like?
Yeah, how's the weather today?
I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. It was like I don't know what it would be in Fahrenheit, but it's 28 degrees Celsius and it's 7 o'clock at night, so it's probably above 30. I don't know. Maybe you're gonna have to Google what 30 Celsius is in Fahrenheit.
That's about 83 degrees.
There you go.
Not bad.
There you go. That's pretty hot, right?
That's about what it was here today.
Yeah, but we're like, it's humid down here. It's,
It's
not
gross
fun.
down
Fucking
here.
gross in New Jersey, baby.
Like
So-
80 degrees in Canada
the
sounds...
weather is exactly the same. Whatever New Jersey is where I live. It's the same.
So you got nothing but rain for the last 60 days?
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm going to ask some weird questions.
Let's do it.
Sure.
Do you ever encounter any moose up there?
I've never seen a moose, no.
What about a bear?
A bear, no.
All right. What's the big to-do about this Tim Hortons?
Well, you guys have them.
Yeah, they're in New York.
You can just go try it there if you really want.
If you saw me, you'd know I don't need any more donuts in my life.
No, the coffee's great.
I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee either.
That's good. There's one, I think, right by Union Square Park, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll never go. Did you think Diana Hart-Smith was really Miss Calgary? Like, was she Miss Calgary
It's a different
material?
province.
Mrs. Calgary.
Whatever. It's still Canada.
It's a totally different.
I have no idea what she looks like.
All right, you Google that.
Yeah, she ain't bad.
I don't know if she was Miss Calgary worth.
Hey, I don't know.
That's Alberta. That's all the way out there. He's in Ontario, which is basically kind of right in the meaty part of the old Canada.
All
All
right.
Canada.
Interesting.
Have
Have you
you
ever been to the
dumb questions you want to ask him about?
Have you ever been to the Hart House?
No.
Oh.
You didn't like drive by as a kid and like someday.
No, you know how that's like. I would rather drive to your house. That's like to go to New Jersey would like take me 7 hours. To go to Calgary or Alberta or wherever the hell that house. To go out to the house, probably.
We keep losing you.
I think he's doing it on purpose. He's had enough.
What happened?
We didn't hear your response.
Oh, are you kidding? All right. No. What I said was it would take me like 8 hours to get to your house, but it would take me 3 days to get to the Hart house.
Wow.
Not worth it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not worth it.
I don't know.
Well, you could drive past our house and pretend like it was the Hart house if you want.
I mean, sure. I'm sure it's just the same. Like, it's just a house.
It's not just a house.
Yeah, it is. Come on.
Come on, man. Stu Hart was stretching people in the basement. No one's getting stretched in this basement.
Well,
No one thought that was weird?
Of course it's weird, but, you know,
I'm just kidding.
it was acceptable in the 70s, 80s,
I don't
and
know.
90s.
It's still weird, dude.
I mean, you have gyms in the basement. Why can't you have a wrestling training center in a basement?
Yeah, but like stretching out people, that's so like I would feel like, maybe we should do this out of school somewhere.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy, like serial killer shit, isn't it?
Eh.
Come to my house. I'll stretch you out a bit.
Oh boy.
What? That's my Stu Hart. That's a good.
That
Stu
was a
Hart.
good.
Come
That
on.
wasn't bad. That wasn't
Jeez.
bad.
The one thing I could
Like,
do right on.
in 2019, that would not be a thing.
No, that would be completely unacceptable to have like an old man with a bunch of like 20-year-old kids in his basement stretching them and like slapping them in the face while they can't defend themselves.
20 is like pretty old to get into wrestling.
How old were you when you got into wrestling?
16?
Do you have any cool? Do you have like do you collect like wrestling memorabilia?
Yeah, here and there.
What's your favorite piece?
Oh, I have a great Buddha like action figure from when I wrestled in Japan. I went to Totocon. It's like, I guess, the most famous wrestling collectible thing in the country, and I guess that would be my best memorabilia. And I also got a gift from the Young Bucks when I did All In. They got everyone their 2-pack Funko Pops and like a VIP backstage pass. So I have that. I guess that's a piece of wrestling history.
That's pretty awesome.
That's cool.
How is Japan?
Fantastic. One of the best countries in the world.
Would you ever consider yourself, or would you ever see yourself in the future? And excuse me if you already have, doing a long-term stint over there, say like 6 months, year and a half plus?
If my family could come with me, yes. If not, then no fucking way.
That's as abrupt as an answer you could ever want, and honest as an answer as you can ever want.
Yeah.
So Impact's got a bunch of shows coming up. Which are you on? Any like the Bash at the Brewery, the Deep Impact? Obviously.
Oh yeah, the tag titles. Him and
Josh Alexander.
yeah,
that's
July
right.
5th in San Antonio.
I'm on them all, baby.
That's
Eat
right.
the face. They can't run a show without me now.
I was about to say, out of all the
Like the
dumb
poster
questions
boy.
that Matt just asked you, mine was probably the dumbest of all of them. Just right there. I don't know, you want the shows for the company that you work for?
So your weekend looks like this. You're in Iowa on Friday, is that correct? And then Canada the rest of the weekend. How awful is a drive to Iowa?
Oh, no, that's like weeks later.
Oh, really? Did I look up the wrong thing? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's all right. But I am in Canada this whole weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Right, you're working Fala and Hornswoggle Saturday, right?
Yeah, what a weird match that is.
That's awesome.
I gotta watch that match.
Oh, that sounds fucking
Yeah,
weird.
that's going to be a blast.
That's
And
absolutely
then
incredible.
Sunday, it's myself and Kobe Durst for the alpha male title.
I love it. Love it.
Oh yeah, that was in July. I'm sorry. The Iowa show was in July for the Wrestling Revolver. My apologies.
Yeah. I mean, we're wrestling for tag titles there, too, so who knows? We could just be racking them up.
Fucking collect that gold, baby.
A real expedition.
And before we let you go, because we've had you for a little while, I'm sure you're closer to your destination. You have a YouTube page and a vlog, the vlog, youtube.com, Canadian Monster, Monster Mafia. And you did something with David Arquette. What was that like?
It was weirdly surreal, and how cool he was awesome. It was a very unique experience, and I suggest checking out the vlog if you haven't. He was a very cool dude. He took pictures with literally everyone that worked the show and that came to the show. He probably got sick of putting his arm around people by the end of the day, but like, he was a true pro and a genuinely good dude. And I thanked him for what he's been doing for pro wrestling, because he's shed a light on shows that didn't have that kind of exposure, and it really helped a lot of people out.
Yeah, and the YouTube channel is youtube.com / Canadian Monster Mafia. And they're about, 3-minute long videos, but they're awesome, and they're full of, the one with you and Arquette is like 14 minutes, but it's definitely the perfect amount of time for a very interesting YouTube show, which I enjoy very much. So I want to say thank you for that. Keep pumping out that entertaining stuff. Before we let you go, what do you see for yourself going forward with Impact Wrestling? Are you solely focused on the tag team division right now, or do you have your eyes set on the Impact World Championship and beyond?
To say that I never want to be world champ would be silly, but right now my focus is solely on the tag titles. I think that Josh and I have the potential to be the best tag team in the world, and in any company. And right now we're making sure that we're the best tag team in Impact. And by doing that, we're going to have to win the tag titles. So that's our goal.
Great goals indeed. And this Friday night, you and Josh are taking on the Deaners on the Twitch feed and Pursuit. The Pursuit channel?
Yeah,
I don't even
o'clock.
get it. Pursuit channel. There it is. And then, of course, we mentioned July 5th at the Brewery against LAX. This weekend, you have a huge weekend. You can follow Ethan Page on his social media at Official Ego, youtube.com / Canadian Monster Mafia, ProWrestlingTees.com / Ethan Page. He's also got a Patreon, patreon.com